Now that we've talked about extended scales and chords, and now that you're equipped to recognize any chord symbol and construct whatever notes are supposed to be in that chord symbol, I thought it would be really useful to just have a video about what to do when encountering these chords in the wild, and maybe a little bit about kind of where you will find them. So I'm going to introduce you to a program that's one of my favorite programs ever. It's called iReal Pro, and this is it. It's just a software program. It's for iPad, and it's also for computer, um, or your phone or whatever. And what it is it's just a sweet program. You download the program. The program is like 20 bucks, and then you can go online and you can download for free these packages of songs. So like this is a Jazz 1300 packet of songs that is on the iReal Pro forum. And it's like one of the most popular packages, and you just download it, and then you do is you click on any one of these things, and it tells you the chord chart for that song. So this is the song called Adam's Apple by Wayne Shorter, and looks like it has these chords in it. It has A flat 7, that would be a dominant 7, G flat dominant 7, A flat dominant 7, A flat minor 7, D flat 7, B flat minor 7, E flat 7 with a sharp 9, and now you know what to do about that, and an A flat 7. And by the way, if you're not familiar with reading charts like this, anytime you see this symbol, it just means repeat the thing that was before here. So basically, A flat 7, 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 and then finally when you see the new chord symbol, that's when you repeat. Or pardon me, that's when you change to this next chord. So in jazz, I bet if we just scroll through a bunch of these, we're going to see a lot more. Not yet. C minor 9. We got the minus sign here. D flat 9. Let's see what else. What else would we find here? Look at this symbol here. E flat major 7. E flat minor 6. And God, one of the cool things about this is like, all right, so here we are. It's telling me that I'm in the key of B flat. And so what if I want to play this song in the key of A? Bam, it just transposes everything for me. Which actually now, I mean, that's a superpower that this software has, but you have that superpower too now because now you understand music through the spreadsheet work with it that we've been doing. So actually, you could have done that. Here's a really interesting exercise for you is copy these chords down and say, all right, these are all the chords I want to figure them out in relation to the key of E flat. What I mean is E flat major 7, that would be the major 7, that'd be the 4 chord of E flat. And then E minor 6, this would be, you could call that the flat 5 of B flat, and it would be a minor flat 5 with an added 6. And then you would have A flat 7, that would be major flat 7. Anyway, you could if you were sort of interested, you could go through and you could write all of these chords out with the Roman numerals, thinking of B flat as your bass. All right, and then what you could do is you could transpose that to any other key you wanted. You could check your work by coming over here and say, well, if I want to transpose all this to F major and write all the chords down that you think they would be, and then just click here and check your work. That'd be an awesome, awesome homework assignment for you. And look at all these other chord symbols that we're now familiar with. We got this major 7 here. We've got a B diminished 7. Anyway, so that's the deal. That's this program. So chord charts like this are very common in the professional music world, and this is a really great way to write down the chords in songs that you're playing. And most of the time, songs that you're playing, if you're playing pop and rock tunes, they're going to be really simple. Like, I don't know, like they won't look much more complicated. Let's see. How about, is there a rock one? Yeah. Like a lot of times they'll look like this. Like there's not even going to be any sevenths. There'll be a couple of sevenths here and there. There'll be a couple minor chords. But like this is, when I was playing professionally at Howl at the Moon at the dueling piano bar that I was playing at, most of my chord charts looked like this. Just because the songs that were playing on the radio were musically very simple. I wasn't playing too much jazz. But you know, you get into jazz, and all of a sudden you get, oh, look at this, you got a C7, C dominant 7 with a flat 13. It's just very exciting for you right now because now you know exactly how to put this chord together. We got an F half diminished 7, which is different from the B fully diminished 7. Remember our half diminished symbol, the O with the circle through it, B, this little degree symbol, fully diminished. Anyway, so very cool. So another way to think about this program I'm showing you is that it is very similar to what is called a fake book. And a fake book, what is a fake book? A fake book is basically a gigantic book it's just a collection of songs. And what people have done is they've given you the melody and the lyrics, and then they put chord symbols above all the lyrics where the chords are supposed to change. So, like for instance, fake book. there are these things like, okay, here's a fake book, a page out of a fake book, and so this is California Dreamin', and what you got here is you got all the leaves are brown, sky is gray, and look at these chords. You got A minor up here, you've got G, you've got F, you've got G, B minor, E, 7, and so, man, if you know the melody to the song, you could actually sit down on the piano and play this right now with no practice because you know what the notes are in A minor, and you know what the notes are in G, and you know what the notes are in F. So, like, if you want to be the life of the party, if one of your goals as a piano player is to be able to sit down and be able to hold sing-alongs with your friends, fake books are your friend, and they're awesome. A lot of like sort of musicians that are purists will look down on the idea of a fake book because it's just the chords and you're not really getting, like, they don't tell you anything about the groove of the song, or it's just very simple, bare bones. Like, you've got the melody, you've got the lyrics, and you've got these chord symbols, but that is totally enough to hold a really enjoyable sing-along with your friends. So I recommend you check out fake books. And there's one other place you'll see chord symbols in the wild, and that is like, well, we've already seen examples of this. If you just look up chords online, there's a number of websites. UltimateGuitar.com is one of them. eChords is one of them. AZ Chords is another one of them. My favorite is eChords. Here's a favorite Stevie Wonder song of mine. Isn't She Lovely? Chords. So I could go, why don't we just compare this? So let's compare Ultimate Guitar with, let's see if eChords is down here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. eChords. So I want this version. So here's ultimateguitar.com. The chords it's showing are B minor 7, E, E7, E minor 7, A, 7, D. These are chords you know how to play. And these are very simple chords. I think these chords are wrong, to be honest with you. One of the things about Ultimate Guitar is that all of these chords are uploaded by users and then they're voted on. And so you get these different versions. So you got like version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. And it looks like there's a lot of versions of this song. I always found that kind of funny because there really aren't, I mean, there is really only one true version of a song if you're listening to the recording and deciphering it. But anyway, here we have 9 different versions of the song, and so, gosh, I don't know. We could look through version. Let's look at version 2. Oh, while that's loading, let's look at the eChords site. Oh, here we go. These chords are correct. I love this website. I love echords.com because probably like 95% of the time the chords are actually correct, and they're also displayed in the original key of the song. Here we go. Looks like version 2 that just loaded on Ultimate Guitar is actually more accurate than the previous version. C sharp minor 7, F sharp 9, B9, E. Let's compare that here. C sharp minor 7, F sharp 9. We've got an A triad over B, and we're going to talk about this in just one second. So I'll hold on, and then an E. So actually, these chord charts are lining up pretty well. Rule of thumb is if I generally and I like Ultimate Guitar a lot because it's just such a vast database, and um, it it can just be useful as a touchstone for you to go and look up chords. But I have often found in my life as a professional musician that looking up chords on Ultimate Guitar, I often spend more time correcting those chords by ear than I would have if I just tried to learn the song by ear myself. Chords.com is different though. These tend to be pretty accurate right off the bat. So yeah, this website is great, and they're not afraid of these symbols. Like, look at this: A major 7. We've got a G sharp 7 with a sharp 5. So dominant 7 with a sharp 5. That's the same thing as an augmented 7 chord. Um, and God, look at this. Yeah, great. So F sharp 13. You know how to play that chord now. So that's that. These are chord symbols in the wild.